Good evening. I want you to stop for a second and think about where you are right now. Not just physically, but mentally, spiritually. Are you where you want to be? Or are you just going through the motions, waiting for life to give you a sign? Well, consider this your sign. See, life doesn't hand out success. It doesn't gift you discipline. It doesn't reward hesitation. Life respects effort. It honors persistence. It bows to those who are willing to do the work. If you want to change your life forever, you need to change the way you think. You need to stop making excuses, stop waiting for the right time, and stop doubting yourself. The difference between the people who succeed and the people who stay stuck is simple. The ones who succeed don't wait. They move, they act. They fail and they get back up again and again and again. But you have to fail forward. You will make mistakes, you will fall, you will question everything, but that's part of the process. Growth doesn't come from comfort. Diamonds are made under pressure. Warriors are built in battle. The question is, are you willing to fight for the life you want? I'm not talking about wishing for it. I'm not talking about dreaming about it. I'm talking about getting up every single day and doing something about it. Working when you're tired, studying when it's hard, pushing yourself even when nobody is watching. Because here's the truth, your future is counting on you, your family is counting on you, your purpose is counting on you. You were not put on this earth to be average. You were not put here to settle. You were designed for greatness. But greatness has a price. And that price is discipline. That price is sacrifice. That price is commitment. And the result, so I'm going to ask you again, are you ready to change your life forever? If you are, then don't just sit there and nod your head. Get up, move. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Because in the end, it won't be luck that changes your life. It will be you. Thank you. Stop waiting. Stop overthinking. Stop telling yourself you'll start tomorrow, next week, or when the timing is perfect. The truth is, the perfect moment will never come. There will always be an excuse, always a distraction, always something that makes you hesitate. But the people who succeed in life are the ones who act, even when things aren't perfect. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. You can have the best ideas, the biggest dreams, and all the talent in the world, but none of it means anything if you don't take that first step. Too many people spend their lives waiting for confidence, waiting for motivation, waiting for a sign. But confidence doesn't come before action, it comes from action. You don't wake up one day magically ready. You become ready by doing, by trying, by stepping into the unknown. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself you'd start working out? Start writing that book. Start chasing your dream. But then you let fear, doubt, or laziness hold you back. The people who achieve greatness aren't the ones who had an easy road. They're the ones who move forward despite the fear, despite the obstacles. They didn't wait for everything to be perfect. They took what they had and made it work. Action creates momentum. The hardest part of anything is getting started, but once you do, things begin to shift. Small steps turn into big steps. What once seemed impossible starts to feel within reach. The more you move, the easier it becomes. But if you stay still, nothing changes. You stay stuck in the same patterns, the same doubts, the same regrets. And let's be real, time is passing whether you take action or not. A year from now, you'll either be closer to your dreams or still making the same excuses. The choice is yours. The people who succeed are not always the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest. They're the ones who refuse to wait. They understand that progress is messy. They understand that failure is part of the journey, but they do it anyway. You don't need all the answers to start. You don't need to have everything figured out. Just take one step, then take another. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be something. Start now. Move forward. Because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes. And if you keep waiting, you might wake up one day and realize you ran out of time. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every great person who has ever achieved anything meaningful has failed many times. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of failure, but how they respond to it. Too many people fear failure as if it is a final verdict, when in reality it is just a lesson, a stepping stone, a necessary part of growth. When you fail, you learn. You learn what works and what doesn't. You learn what needs to change. You learn where you need to improve. No classroom, no book, no seminar can teach you the way failure can. It forces you to adapt, to think differently, to stretch yourself beyond what you thought was possible. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in history came from failure. Some of the most successful individuals in the world failed more times than they succeeded. But they kept going. They failed forward. The problem is most people fail once and quit. They take a setback as a sign that they aren't good enough, that they aren't meant for something greater. They allow failure to define them instead of refine them. But failure is not a stop sign. It is a checkpoint. It is proof that you tried, that you stepped out of your comfort zone, that you took a risk. And that alone puts you ahead of the countless others who were too afraid to even begin. Every mistake you make is a lesson in disguise. The key is to extract the lesson, adjust, and keep moving. If you let failure discourage you, you miss the opportunity to grow. If you take it personally, you let it defeat you. But if you embrace it, if you study it, if you use it as fuel, it becomes one of the most powerful tools in your journey. The ones who win in life are the ones who understand this. They don't just accept failure, they expect it, they prepare for it, they see it as necessary. Think about a child learning to walk. They don't take a few steps, fall, and decide they'll never walk again. They get up again and again, until one day they don't fall anymore. The same principle applies to everything in life. You will stumble, you will struggle, you will fall. That's normal. But every time you get back up, you get stronger. Every time you push forward, you get better. Every failure is bringing you closer to success, if you let it. The only true failure is quitting. The only way you lose is if you stop trying. If you want to succeed, you have to be willing to fail over and over again. The setbacks, the disappointments, the losses. None of it matters if you refuse to give up. Fail fast, fail often, but fail forward. Because the moment you decide that failure is not the end, that's the moment you step into the greatness that was always meant for you. Greatness is not given. It is earned. It does not come from wishing, hoping, or waiting. It comes from discipline and sacrifice. The people who reach the highest levels of success understand that the road is not easy, and they accept that. They wake up early when they don't feel like it. They put in the extra work when no one is watching. They make the tough choices, the unpopular decisions, the sacrifices that others aren't willing to make. That is the price of greatness, and only a few are willing to pay it. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It is waking up and showing up every single day, no matter how tired, unmotivated, or discouraged you feel. Motivation is temporary. It fades. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward long after the excitement is gone. It is the ability to push yourself beyond your comfort zone, beyond your emotions, beyond your excuses. People who spend 80 hours or more a week in yoga classes are motivated beyond their excuses. The ones who succeed are not necessarily the most talented, the luckiest, or the smartest. They are the ones who refuse to quit. They stay committed to the process, even when it's hard, even when it's boring, even when no one believes in them. With discipline comes sacrifice. If you want to be great, you have to give up what is easy. You have to give up distractions, bad habits, and temporary pleasures that take you away from your goals. That means saying no when everyone else is saying yes. That means missing out on parties, skipping time-wasting activities, and turning away from anything that does not serve your purpose. It is not easy, but nothing worth having ever is. Every champion, every leader, every legend has had to sacrifice. They gave up comfort for growth. They gave up laziness for discipline. They gave up excuses for results. People want success, but they don't want the struggle that comes with it. They want the rewards, but not the sacrifices. They want to shine on the stage, but they don't want to put in the work behind the scenes. The truth is, you don't get one without the other. There is no shortcut, no easy way, no magic formula. The only way to get there is through effort, consistency, and an unshakable commitment to your vision. When the alarm clock rings, discipline gets you out of bed. When your muscles ache, discipline keeps you training. When failure knocks you down, discipline gets you back up. It is the foundation of success, the backbone of greatness. And if you truly want to rise above the rest, you must embrace it. You must be willing to give up comfort for progress, to trade short-term pleasure for long-term success. You must be willing to pay the price. Because in the end, the ones who are willing to sacrifice for their dreams are the ones who make them a reality. Your future is not determined by luck, circumstances, or what other people say about you. It is determined by your choices, your actions, and your mindset. Too many people go through life believing that they have no control, that life is just happening to them. But the truth is, every decision you make, every habit you build, every step you take is shaping your future, whether you realize it or not. You are in control. You always have been. The question is, what are you going to do with that power? If you want a better future, you have to take responsibility for where you are right now. It's easy to blame other people, to point fingers at your circumstances, to say that life is unfair, but blaming others gives away your power. It puts your future in someone else's hands. The moment you take full ownership of your life, the good, the bad, and everything in between, is the moment you unlock real change. Because when you realize that no one is coming to save you, that no one else can do it for you, you stop waiting and start doing. Every single day, you are making choices that push you closer to your dreams or pull you further away from them. You choose whether to wake up early or hit snooze. You choose whether to work hard or make excuses. You choose whether to keep going or give up. Success is not built in one day, but in the small decisions you make every single day. The people who succeed in life are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who made the right choices consistently, even when it was hard, even when they didn't feel like it, even when no one was watching. Fear and doubt will try to convince you that you are not in control. They will whisper that you are not smart enough, not strong enough, not lucky enough. But fear is a liar. The only limits in your life are the ones you accept. The moment you decide that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you are in charge of your destiny, everything changes. Your thoughts become actions. Your actions become habits. Your habits create your future. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to force you to chase your dreams. That is your job. The opportunities you want will not show up on their own. You have to create them. The life you want will not magically appear. You have to build it. And no one else can do it for you. You have the ability to become whoever you want to be. But it starts with a choice to stop waiting, a choice to take action, a choice to take control of your future before someone else does.